Thanks for stopping in. You know, when I was a young boy, and if you're familiar with the Cascades, in the springtime it rains, and it rains a lot. And if the snow melts early, the valley tends to flood very easily. And all the creeks and the rivers, they just flood. They spin over the banks. I can remember one spring when I was about 9, 10 years old. There was this creek that ran, it was generally by us, probably about a mile and a half from the small house we lived in, and it was overflowing. I remember standing on the bridge, and on one side, you could see where the water was up against the back end of that bridge, and it was real quiet and still, and it swirled. You could tell it was foot at the top, but it was deceptively still. Because if you turn around and walk on the other side of the bridge, you can see the water spraying out about 50 feet from the pressure of that water being pushed up against the back of that bridge. And on the front of that, in the river, was all the dead trees and branches that it just dragged down there with it. As much as that small bridge sat there, and you could feel it vibrating under your feet, and I wouldn't suggest that you would stand on that bridge, but being 10 years old, I was curious, and unbeknownst to me, I didn't think about the engineering issues. But I did later on recall when the bridge finally failed about a week later that I was standing on that bridge, and that bridge could have failed at any moment. But it was holding back that water. The sheer force of that, the weight of that water was holding it back. You know, sometimes we deal with issues in our life and we kind of stuff them in a closet, like a kid's toy closet. We stuff them all in there, and we put our back against that door because we don't want to talk with them, talk about them, or deal with them, whatever those issues are, for a long time. And then we push it up there, and then hold ourselves against that back. Just picture yourself pushing your back against a closet filled with toys. And then in life, someone gives you another toy. Now you have to put that in that closet. And the force of that toy behind you, it can't take another. And so what do? You have to open that door. And the difficult part is we try to do that and hold those things back under our power, but we don't have the power to do that. There's only one person who has the power to do that, and that's God. God can deal with all those things. God can take care of that closet, and He will. You'll have to ask Him to help you deal with the things that are in that closet. Because at some point, that closet can't take another toy. You have to find a place for it. And the place for it, at the feet of Jesus. Give it to Him. And have a lighter burden. Think on that.